I don't know if any of you guys can relate to me in this, but there will be times where I'm in my room worshiping, right? And, or in the car or wherever worshiping, and a good song comes on, and, you start to get all emotional because it's a good song on. You're like, thank you, Jesus. And you start to tell God in that moment, like, God, you are my everything. I'll do anything for you, God, right? You say those things like that. But then we go throughout our next day not even thinking about God once because we're too busy, right? This shows the slippery slope of living out our faith based on emotion. The reason why I say this is a slippery slope is because this can lead to the quote-unquote lukewarm Christianity. We just start to go to God when we feel like it, right, or when we need Him. Instead of leading a faith based on emotion, may me and you lead a faith that is driven by love. A love that says, even though I don't feel like it, I'm going to worship God anyway. Or even though this situation doesn't look good, I'm going to thank God anyway. Or even though this temptation looks so enticing, I'm going to deny my flesh and say no anyway. A lot of times we give God our word, but we don't take action to it. And this hurts God's heart. In Philippians 2, verse 12 through 13, Paul calls all believers to work out their faith with fear and trembling. Not to try and earn anything, but recognizing the work God has already done in you, which requires dedication. This means thanking God for what He has done, but also saying yes to the call He's put on your life. And that's kind of what Paul is talking about when he's saying working out your faith, where it's like, hey, God's called you to do this, but my flesh, it's over here, it wants to do that. And so you're kind of wrestling with the fact of, hey, God's called me to do this, but I want to do that. So what am I going to choose in that moment, right? Working out your faith with fear and trembling, understanding, we talk about the fear of the Lord, right? It's actually the beginning of wisdom, it says in Proverbs. So it's taking that dedication and implementing it into your life and taking action with that, right? Staying obedient to God, whether you feel like it or not.